Hello friends, today I am going to solve a LeetCode problem of 9th June, and in the problem stated we have given an array nums of length n and in integer k. We need to choose exactly k subarray of nums. Subarray may overlap and the exact same subarray can be chosen multiple times. Okay, the value of this subarray is defined as maximum in the subarray minus minimum in the subarray, and the total value is the sum of the value of all chosen subarray, and we need to return the maximum possible total value you can achieve. Okay, so let's understand by an example. We have given an array, let's say this one, and we need to choose k subarray, that is here in this example k is equal to 3, and the value of a subarray is maximum in this array minus minimum in this array. So the first thought comes into my mind is that I want to choose maximum in this subarray and want to choose minimum as possible, so that our this value will be maximum, and so we will find the total max value. Okay, so in this array, first I will traverse the array and will look up what is the minimum element and what is the maximum element. So I will mark the index first. So I will traverse and I will find that this index contains the minimum element and this element contains the maximum element. So I will mark first this as a subarray in which minimum minus maximum. So if I choose this subarray, then what is the value of this array? That is 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. Okay, so the first array I mark 5 1, and this the value of this array is 4, and then I need to choose the second array. I can choose this one, then for this also the value becomes 4, and I also can select, let me mark 4, and for the third array I can also choose this one. For this the value always become 4, and the one thing we need to notice that total number of the subarray in an array is possible, that is n, that is, let me choose cursor, the total subarray in an array is possible n into n plus 1 by 2. These are all the subarray including an empty subarray. Okay, what if the value of k is greater than this one? So how can we find out a subarray after choosing all the subarray? So the question stated that we can choose the same array multiple times. Exact same array can be chosen more than once. So I will prioritize what? I will find minimum and maximum in this array and will return. I need to choose 3 subarray, and the problem stated that we can choose a subarray multiple times. So what can choose? I I will consider this subarray 3 times. Once this becomes 1, and again I choose this subarray, this becomes 2. I again choose this array, this becomes 3. So whatever we need to return the maximum possible total value. So how can we find it? So we find the value of first array, that for this is 4, and we will return into 3. For this the value becomes 12. Okay. For any subarray k is equal to 4, k is equal to 5, we need to find the value of subarray and then multiply by k, and I need to return this. So let's back into the code and let's understand. Here I take a variable n to assign the length of the array, and I will mark minimum index is equal to 0 and maximum index is equal to 0, and I am traversing the whole array. If the array of I is less than array of minimum index, so I can update the min index, and for also if array of I is greater than array of maximum index, so I also update maximum index. At the last I finding the value array of maximum index minus array of minimum index, and at the last I am returning value into k, and I am submitting it. This work fine, and let me submit it. The problem is successfully submitted, and what I can do also, instead of finding the min index or max index, we can also find the min value or max value in the array and then find the value. Okay, what I can do, I can do max value int of min, and for the max value, sorry, here should be int of max, and in the max value I can assign int of min. Okay, if array of I is less than a min value, then what I can do, I will assign min value in the array of I am assigning the array of I in the min value. And similarly for this one, if our current element is greater than max value, then what I will do, I will update the max value with array of I, and at the last what I find, I will find the value by subtracting max value minus min value, and at the last I am returning value into k. Let me choose, yeah, here, let me run it. Yeah, it is also working fine. So what you can find this solution, just type in the browser Skillab student, in the top of the search result you will find this application, and go into the community section and update the, let me update the LeetCode problem of the day. 9th June, and here I updated the LeetCode problem solution of today. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and you can also use this platform to write articles, blog, interviews, course and sessions, and you can also update your resource notes, project, PIQ assignment here, and you can also create some tutorials here and share with your friends. Here, let me open this. This is the tutorials of operating system. You will find the best main point here. What is the main point in the operating system that we need to focus on, you will find here. And for the same JavaScript, the it is interview oriented. If you want to preparing for interview, then you will can look up this portion of JavaScript tutorials, and you will find here the main point that we need to focus on. And you can also create tutorials here. And yeah, you can also update and write to community section here. And we will later find we will later looking for to update job portion here. And what you can do us for, you can also support it and share with your friends, and you can also provide us suggestions in the comment section or also from the platform, and we will notice it and we will update it soon. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it motivates a lot. Okay, thank you guys.